Okay, in this problem, it asks us to create an equation in slope-intercept form. And all we have is an xy table. So, what do we do? Well, to create an equation in slope-intercept form, we need to find two things. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals, sorry for my sloppy handwriting here, mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. We know that m equals slope and b is y-intercept. So I need both of these things to be able to write an equation in slope-intercept form. So first I need slope. Now remember, to find slope, if all we have are points, we are looking for the change in y over the change in x. And the change in is represented by this shape. It's a delta sign. So that means the change in y over the change in x. Again, that's just a delta sign. It means the change in. So this is basically our equation that we learned in class, which was our equation for slope. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Basically what that is the change in y over the change in x. So let's look here at our change in y. Here we go from 5 to 2, which is a change of 3. And we go here from 8 to 5, which is also a change of 3. So our change in y, 5 minus 2 is 3. 8 minus 5 is 3. So our change in y is 3. Okay, our change in x, here we go 3 minus 0 is 3. 6 minus 3 is also 3. So our slope, or our change in y over our change in x, is equal to 3 over 3, which simplifies to 1. Our slope is equal to 1. So now we have our slope. Next thing we look for is our b. And remember, our b just means y-intercept. In other words, where does the line cross the y-axis? Well, I can tell that just by looking at our table here. All right, if my x value is 0 and my y value is 2, that means the line crosses the y-axis at 2. Okay, if we think about a graph, okay, if the line crossed the y-axis right there, our x value would be 0. So in order to find b, when we just have a table of values, all we need to look for is when our x value is 0, what does the y equal? That is our y-intercept, because it's going to be right on that y-axis. So our b, in this case, equals 2. Our b is 2. So we have found our slope, and we have found our y-intercept. Now we're ready to write our equation, and we're going to write it in slope-intercept form. So it's going to be y equals, our slope is 1, so our m equals 1. So we could write a 1 there, but we really don't need to. We just need an x. So anytime we see an x, we know that there's a 1 in front of it. Just 1x. Okay? Y equals 1x plus our y-intercept, which in this case is 2. So that is our equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals x plus 2. And just to check ourselves, it's always nice to check, we can plug in some of these values on the table to see if it fits. So if x equals 0, 0 plus 2 is 2. If x equals 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. If x equals 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. So it checks out.